What's good, peeps? It's your boy Eduard Todor. Time for the Q&A. But before we get into that, I guess I'll show you the room, do the little room tour. You feel me? So you kind of get an idea of everything. So let me just get everything. Here we go. This is what I see when I sit down. I sit down here, and I see this. It's basically just a normal lamp, right? Just a normal lamp and my tripod. And people, I did see one person asking if I got a new tripod. You tell me. Did I get a new tripod? Did I get a new? Let me see. If I pull that one, no, there it is. Did I get a new did I get a new tripod? You tell me, guys. You can probably do like a little one routine with that, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, so that's the tripod. Yeah, so on the wall, you know, I got an analyst quote. He's a rapper. He's very good. You guys should check him out. You know, my hats, my bronze medal that I got in my grappling tournament. You know, got my cards. Let me just get some light in here. I got my cards. A couple people were asking about, you know, my collection. Basically, these are the best decks I have right now, and I don't really collect cards, but these ones I have. I might sell them at some point, but basically what it is, this one right here is White Lions, signed by David Blaine. This is David Blaine's first run of playing cards that first run of White Lions that he had, and you know, they're pretty hard to find nowadays. These are Illusionist LTD. Again, pretty rare. I don't know how much they go for. They keep re-releasing them and shit. So, you know, Illusionist been screwing around with that. I'm not a big fan of Illusionist. I'm not gonna lie. Black Ghost, again, first edition. These used to be worth like almost $200, and then they re-released them like 1,000,000 times. So yeah, you know what? Like I honestly, I'm done with Illusionist in that sense. You know, what's rare, you know, they just re-release it. So what the hell's the point? These are all standard packs, right? Out in New Zealand, cards are expensive, man. Cards are so expensive. Like, yeah, we gotta ship them in. We can't just buy them at the petrol station. So I just, instead of spending money on all these designer cards, I just decided to go for the standard, so I can rip them, so I can sign them, so I can actually perform with them. You know what I mean? These are fake. I've shown these before, but they're fake V's. Chinese people were like, oh, you know what? Beer. That's a good idea. Okay, I did see a comment asking what my favorite cards are. If I could use a pack of cards for the rest of my life, what would it be? It's the Arcos. It's the original Arcos for sure. Like, definitely 100%. 100% my favorite cards of all time. They just, I mean, they're like, they don't look very crazy, you know what I mean? It's hard to, did I just drop? God damn it. Alright, whatever. But yeah, they're really, really good cards, man. Like, I don't have anything I can do with one hand that shows them how good these cards are, but yeah, I guess I'll just do a little hot shot or something. What else we got? We got I had a whole brick of these, and yeah, now I only have 2 left, and it's kind of depressing. More White Lions. These ones I actually use every now and then, you know. Oh, what was that? And yeah, what else? These are like some, I don't know what these are, but there's some kind of bicycle ones. Got some more Black Ghosts, but these are the like 2nd edition or whatever, White Ghosts. And these are Lee Ash's Fourniers. I hate these cards, man. Lee Asher like hyped them up and everything, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get them, and it's gonna be awesome. And then I got them, and they suck. I hate these cards. I even messaged him about it. He's like, well, I guess you're just not good enough to use them. Bullshit, I'm not. Anyway, okay. What else do we have? That's kind of about it. My room's really small. Like, literally, this is, well, I almost fell off. This is literally my whole room. So we're here. This is where I film. This is where the camera is. You do a 360, and that's my room. So, have my stuff here. Everything. I got some books here, some linking rings, some old school shit. And then this is just like a little practice area with the mirror and stuff. And then magic stuff on either side. Okay, magic stuff that I never ever use. Like, when have I ever used this? Never. Okay, but I still have it for some reason. You know, and yeah, that's kind of my room. Okay, so let's get straight into these questions. How long did you expect to reach 10K subs? Now, that's by La Jolla. Well, to be honest, I didn't think about it. I just thought, you know, I'm going to grind my ass off. I want to make it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to just take the feedback and run, you know, and try to improve. And, you know, maybe the first few months, I actually expecting the first few months no one was going to watch my videos. Not going to lie. But it turned out that, you know, people started enjoying it and they were sharing it and all that stuff. But sometimes you just have to try it out, see if it's a winning format. If it's not a winning format, take the feedback, regroup, try to figure out what else to do, and then come back, right? Like it's not a win or lose. It's just like you have to try to figure out what works. And you know, I managed to hit it, you know, in the in the first go, which was good. Ariel Sellencourt says, "What's your favorite card trick to perform?" It's a version of like an elimination of cards. And then the very last card that remains is the card that they picked. And that's kind of my favorite thing to do. You guys will see that in a future video, so I'm not gonna say too much about it. Yan G says, watching your vids to 4K since 4K, love the. What are your favorite card tricks with the regular pack of cards? What belt are you in BJJ? What are your favorite playing cards? I answered that in my thing, but basically, yeah, that's my favorite trick is that. The one that you eliminate. I also really like any card at any number, and Out of This World is quite a good one too. Triumph is also a really cool one. I'm still trying to find the best versions for these tricks. Now Triumph, I'm pretty sure Koista has the best. Koistia Kimlat has the best version out by far, and that's what I'm practicing at the moment. But for the other ones, I'm still trying to, you know, find the best method. You know, I am a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 3 stripes. That's in Jiu-Jitsu, it's each belt you get the belt, and then you get stripes on it. And once you have 4 stripes, you can get the new one, right? So you get 4 stripes, and then the next promotion you get the new belt. But I have a suspicion that I'm going to be on 3 stripes for like a long ass time, because in Jiu-Jitsu it takes forever, man. So I feel like I'm going to be here for a lot longer than you know, than you'd expect. But hey, it's the grind. You just got to keep putting the work in. How long have you been doing magic? 7 years. I was 13 when I started. So, yeah, now I'm 20, 7 years. Eternal ZX, any more tutorials? I don't think so. There is one tutorial that I think I might do just because it's not really a trick. It's not even really a trick, but it looks like that, you know, and it's, yeah, I don't know. I'll see. But there might be one. What are your top 5 magicians? That's a hard one, man. Because it depends what we're talking about, right? Like, if we're talking about who I like to see perform, you know, David Blaine is right up there. I'm not even going to front, right? And that's a trash option to choose, but it's true, right? He's a good performer. Now, in terms of, like, you know, I mean, yeah, even, I think performing is more important than the skills. So, yeah, definitely. David Blaine. I don't know. This is no particular order, by the way. Danny Doherty's. I love that guy. I love watching that guy, you know. I mean, Penn and Teller are good for a reason, you know. I always enjoy their stuff and the takes on tricks. It's never the same stuff, you know. It's never, like, the same things that every other magician's doing. I like that. Jason Latimer has some really cool stuff. I know some people didn't like it, but personally, man, I really like Jason Latimer. His stage stuff is amazing. I really enjoy Bill Malone. Bill Malone is, I love that guy. Bill Malone, let's put that guy. Let's say Bill Malone. Where do I see myself in a couple of years? That's by Berded Schlim, I think. That's how you say it. I don't know. I'm just grinding it out. I'm just putting in the work. Wherever that takes me, it takes me. You know what I mean? My future plans are to move to the US at some point. So if that's in 2 years, I don't know. But that's the plan. When did you decide you will make magic content videos regularly? Literally when my first reaction was posted. That was the time. That was the day. I was like, yep. I'm always like, go in all the way or don't do it at all. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, what's the point of just posting videos for no reason? If I want to do this, I'm going to do this. And then that was it. That was it, you know? And I was fully prepared the first 2 months not to get any views. So, you know, here we are. Taryn, congrats on the 10K. Happened so fast. Thanks, man. My question, are you a move monkey or are you a trick monkey? Ooh, that's a good one. You know, people that aren't magicians, move monkeys are people that just collect moves for no reason. They just collect moves. They just want to do all those crazy moves. And then trick monkeys are kind of people that like want to learn as many tricks as they can and show. See, I'm kind of in between, you know? Like, I've had phases where I was really a move monkey, and I was just trying to come up with flashy shit and learn flashy shit. And then now I'm more like into the tricks, but really I'm just trying to put together routines at this point, you know? Like I'm not really worried about having the coolest, you know, the coolest transposition of two cards or the coolest. That's not, for me, it's like I'm trying to make my theme, and I'm trying to find routines and you know, tricks and stuff that fit within my routine and my persona. So it's I'm kind of like past that stage, but like yeah, for a long time I was just trying to do the you know, the impress as many magicians as I could, basically. You know, and that's why this is where the intros come in, right? Like most of my routines you're not going to find in the intro because they're just like longer, or they take, you know, audience interaction, or you know, it's just not flashy stuff that works for YouTube. But you know, it worked, right? Like it helped. Knowing all these crazy shit like helped for the intro. So how many hats do you have? Like 5 or something? Where do you hide the rabbit? That's by Anthony Pippin. Yeah, I used to have rabbits. I've never done a rabbit trick though. I used to just have pets, rabbits, but I've never done a rabbit trick. Never been into that kind of shit. Do you believe you have to learn card magic to become a magician? I love coin magic, mentalism, and impromptu magic, but I hate card magic. That's by Bear Assassin. No, you don't need card magic. You do what you need to do. Like for me, my whole persona is that of a card. Like it's like of a friendly, you know, comedic card cheat. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just showing you how I cheat. Boom. What the, you know? So for me, I need to do cards because I'm showing you how people cheat. I'm showing you, right? I'm not actually showing you, but that's I need to do cards, right? If your persona works for something else, don't use cards by all means, you know. What do I do for a living at the moment? This is by Emmanuel Jerome, and in the video reacting blah blah, you talking about some training. Yeah, so the training I was talking about was the jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I do that 4 or 5 times a week when I'm not injured, you know, and that's kind of like a big part of my life nowadays. But what do I do for a living? I'm a tiler. I work construction, you know. Some people were asking about university, what happened, like, you know, what uni I went to, or college, whatever. I did health science at Auckland University for like a semester and realized I hated it, right? I wanted to be a doctor, right? And I realized I absolutely hated that shit. So I dropped it like literally the first semester. I was like, nah. And then now I'm just basically working to save money, looking to invest, and then I'm trying to get my magic career going, you know, through social media, through YouTube. So that was kind of the whole point of starting YouTube, by the way, is to get my magic career and people get some exposure out there. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. Dodo26 says, when you start a magic, what was the reaction of your family and friends? You know, it was pretty shitty tricks. So it was just like, let me show you something. And then people were like, oh yeah, cool, right? When it was actually cardistry and you know, spending all that time in front of the mirror, my dad was like, what are you doing? Like, what, why, you know? But then I shut him up pretty soon when you know, I started like getting really good and people were like freaking out, you know? So yeah, that, you know, hey man, people can have their opinion, but if you like something, just keep doing it. Who gives a shit? James Lazaro says, can you advise on how to perform stand-up magic with few spectators to how to go from stand-up magic with few spectators to card tricks and mentalism on stage surrounded by a lot of spectators? That would be great. Well, really, the things that you can do to one person or 2 people are completely different than what you can do surrounded. So you really have to have the sleights and you know, the things that you need to use to be able to do surrounded work. You know, like I personally, I can have as many people as I want from this part of my body that way, as far, like I don't give a shit how many people are there, like it doesn't matter to me. But as soon as someone gets behind me on the right side, it pisses me off. Like I just want to throw an elbow. You know what I mean? But you know, you have to learn with that. You have to adapt to that, and you have to use a lot more misdirection. You have to engage with the audience. If you're setting up a move and you know it's slightly gonna be showing on this side, you have to engage with the audience. You have to, you know, believe in what you're engaging with. You have to really look and be like, yeah, and then you set up your move. So you have to, it's really practice, but you have to have the specific sleights required that you know, that can be used in surrounded work. So you know, you have to change your style a little bit, but yeah, I hope that helped. Toroman1010 says, can you please talk more about you and your family being here since 2K sub? Yeah, I mean, we're Romanian. We came here about 11 or 10 years ago. 11 years ago from Romania, and we immigrated to New Zealand, and we've been here ever since. I'll be doing a Draw My Life, but as a magic trick. So you guys will find out a lot more about my history in a in the near future, okay? I need to buy a few supplies first, but I'll be doing a magic trick that's done in the format of a Draw My Life video, which you've seen other YouTubers do. So you guys will find out a lot more about that in the near future. Oh, here's a good one. Michelin Magic says, how long does it take to make one video? Depends on the video. I've made videos that only took me like an hour with everything, and other videos that take me 3-4 hours. It really depends. It really depends. On average, it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Tag Theo says, is it harder with people that have smaller hands to do tricks? I mean, I'm not going to deny that it's definitely not as easy on certain moves, but I mean, come on, man. There's people that do magic that have no hands. All right, so you can't have that as an excuse. You know, some moves you just have to adapt. That's all. This is a funny one. Alejandro Ross Fernandez says, "Could you describe your girl type in depth? Also, the pickup line you'd use to get her." I mean, dude, pickup lines don't work. We all know that shit. I mean, they do work if you're confident, but you know, that's like anything, right? Like if you say something, you just have to be genuine, man. You just have to like rock up and be like, "Yo, what's good?" You know, this is what I'm about. You know, like it's really not about some trick thing that you say. It's not a magic trick, right? It's not, you know. Now in saying that, you know, I've been guilty of using magic tricks here and there. Oh man, that's a good one. I don't know. Girl type in depth. I don't really have a type. We ain't got no type. Yeah, I don't really have a type. Like if the chick's attractive, you know, and she's cool, I'm down. Like it's not. I don't really have like a specific preference, you know. But in saying that, the cutest girl I've ever seen was half Italian and half Japanese. So I don't know what that says about me, but strike or push over second. Strike. Mainly because I'm not really good at pushovers. P-Do-E says, do you ever plan to make magic into an actual career and do shows and stuff? Yes, that's the whole point. that's actually the whole point. Okay, let me just squash this real quick. Colonel Popcorn says, how old are you and are you still in school? If you are, what are you learning? I see you had a Harvard hoodie, so I was wondering if you went there. Definitely not, bro. That's just a hoodie I have. It's comfortable and I like it. That's all, okay? I'm not at Harvard. Yeah, bro, I declined a Harvard offer so I could go to Hogwarts. You know what I mean? Sleight of hand or gimmicks by Thomas Winiger. Definitely sleight of hand. I can probably count on one finger how many gimmicks I have. Yeah, nah, sleight of hand all the way, dude. Mew Crafter says, what made you want to do YouTube and specifically do this type of content? Basically, I watched a lot of Gary Vee. If you don't know who he is, definitely go and check him out. Gary Vee is a marketer, a businessman, an investor. He's a huge personality as well. And I basically learned a lot about marketing and about brand building and all that stuff from him. So basically, what I did was I looked at where the attention was. Where's the attention of the average consumer of magic? And I realized people are watching these videos on YouTube, right? They're watching big names that are already out there. So I figured, well, how can I build my name and get, you know, some kind of personality going through that avenue? So I said, well, reaction videos are a pretty trusted and, you know, proven format. And then I kind of looked at a few other types of reaction videos, you know, rap, hip hop, whatever it is. And I saw that they did some stuff in the beginning, like they maybe did a freestyle rap at the beginning of every video. And I figured, okay, well, I could do a trick at the beginning and then do the same format, and it's bound to work. I have no competition in that area. No other magicians doing that. So, you know, I figured that's got to work. So I tried it, and clearly it worked. Tony Wen says, do you think everyone can be a good magician with practice? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, of course. Of course. You just got to trust the work. You got to put in the work, you'll get the results. But if I have a book to recommend, man, if you're serious about card magic and you don't have this book right here, The Expert at the Card Table, Erdnase. I mean, come on, what are you doing with your life, man? What you doing? What you doing? Marla Hudgens says, do you have any pets? Not at the moment at all. You know, we used to have pets all the time, you know, from parrots to rabbits to, like, you know, back in Romania, we always had dogs and cats and stuff. But yeah, at the moment, we don't have anything. So, yeah, we're just chilling. Curtis Joca said, due to the fact that you speak fluent Romanian, can you answer these in Romanian? I'll give it a shot. Let me see if anything that I haven't answered, I'll answer in Romanian. And te-ai gândit să participi la un talent show acolo în Noua Zeelandă sau poate chiar în România? Și ce îți lipsește cel mai mult când te gândești la România? M-am gândit, dar totuși încă nu vreau. Încă nu am un rutin care pot să zic că ar fi foarte bun pentru stage sau pentru nu știu ce. Cam toate chestiile sunt close-up și tot timpul când cineva face un trick care e foarte reușit și toată lumea se uită pe el pe YouTube și etc. E cumva adaptat pentru stage. Eu încă nu am ceva așa. Asta e opinia mea. So basically what I just said is, yeah, I thought about, you know, going to a talent show, America's Got Talent, you know, Romania's Got Talent, whatever the hell, New Zealand's Got Talent. There's a couple of people that asked me about this. The real reason is like most of my stuff is just pure close-up, and if I don't have a way to basically adapt it to stage, I feel like it's not going to work that well. I mean, even if you look at like Eric Jones, he did a close-up trick, but he incorporated the stage somehow, right? He broke the button, you know. All these different things. Like all my stuff is so classical. I feel like it might not be that crazy to a stage audience. But then again, it's just might be the fact that I'm not really used to doing stage stuff. I'll see. You know, like once I really start working with a few things, I'll really see whether or not I feel like I have something that will work really well like that. But I mean, you know, if anything, I could always just work on a routine that would work for stage. So it's no big deal. Right now, I'm just focused on YouTube though. So yeah, it's not in the plans, but at some point I might do it. And he also asked, what is the thing that you miss most about Romania? And that's family and friends. That's really what it is. I don't really miss the city. The city's fine. It has that vibe. It's awesome. You know, the clubbing is insane. But it's really the friends and the family. So do you have something like a mentor in magic, or are you self-taught? Self-taught. No mentor. Never had anyone that would like kind of guide me or anything. I just basically learned my shit, read a lot. Read a lot more online than books. I'm really ADHD like that, so I can't, for the longest time I couldn't just sit down and read a book, you know what I mean, a magic book especially. But nowadays I'm really starting to notice how much actual substance there is in these books, and it's really much more valuable than, you know, reading, just watching DVDs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm self-taught for sure. Brian554 says, do your friends talk the way you do? And in parentheses, he says, "You feel me?" I don't know. It's just something. It's just how I talk. I assume so, but I never really sat to think about it. I don't think I have some catchphrases that I don't think anyone else uses around me. But you know, yeah, it's just how I talk, man. Noah Palman says, "Have you ever thought about giving up magic?" I've given up magic a lot of times. You know, there's just periods of time where I just didn't practice. I didn't do anything with magic. You know, for the longest time I had like really bad social anxiety when it came to magic, so I'd be scared of getting caught, I'd be scared of performing. When someone said, "Oh bro, do me a trick," I'd be like, no, I don't have my cards on me, even though they were right in my pocket. You know what I mean? Like, for the longest time I struggled with it. But then, you know, I decided, like, hell no, dude, I'm gonna stop giving a shit about what people think. I'm just gonna do what I want to do. And so, you know, I still get anxiety, and it's like this rush now. You know, I kind of enjoy it to a degree. You know, it is nerve-wracking performing. You know, and sometimes you get caught, and it sucks. But hey, gotta keep practicing. Just put in the work, and you know, you'll get there. I don't know how to read your name, but he says, "What do you think about Valentino?" He's a piece of shit. Let's be honest. I hate that guy. For context, it's the masked magician guy that revealed all those tricks. Just piece of shit, man. Like, if you're a real magician, like, yeah, let's not talk. I mean, Top Notch 3232 says, question: what do you think of other magicians on YouTube? Like any, dislike any? Ramsey, Pig Cake. Okay, Ramsey, I love. Pig Cake, he's hilarious. Xavier Spade, love that guy. Jarek 120. Now let's not. I mean, okay. Here's the problem, right? If you're teaching magic on YouTube and your audience is magicians, I don't give a shit. It's cool, right? Because people aren't gonna search your channel if they don't want to learn. That's fine. I don't mind that. Now, if your main audience isn't magicians and you're teaching magic, you're just as bad as the masked magician to me. So Jarek 120, hate that guy. If I see him, I might have to drop a what's the wrestling? He's a wrestler, right? Like, he does the fake wrestling stuff. What's the I don't know any wrestling moves, but I might have to drop one on him, you know what I mean? Do you think learning multiple sleights gets pointless, seeing as most effects can be pulled off with only a few sleights? I think you definitely should have backups. You know, you definitely should have, like, I have 3 switches that I use regularly. 4 switches, actually, if I think about it. I have four ways to switch a card, and I use them all on a regular basis. You know, so it depends on what you're doing, but I feel like you should have backups, you know? Sometimes you get caught with something, and you're like, okay, well, look, I'll show you. It's you know, and then you do the second method and you fool them again. So sometimes you need those, but you have to have the balance. You don't want to just be collecting moves for no reason, you know. Well, that's about it for this Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something about this channel, about me, about maybe you got some, you know, insight into magic or whatever the case may be. Hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow's video is going to be the Shin Lim on Fool Us again. You know, I almost watched it. I was so tempted to watch it, and then I was like, nah, I have to react to it. I have to react to it. So I haven't seen it yet. I'm like making sure that no one's sending me shit and clicking on it without knowing what it is. So I haven't seen it yet. Tomorrow is gonna be the Shin Lim episode. You better be hyped. I almost forgot what I was gonna say there. You better be hyped. This is gonna be crazy. All right. As always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.